Hey everybody, it's Seasick Bill. Just wanted to come to you today because I see a lot of times people making a New Year's resolution to be a better person, or just someone just gets tired of the situations they create, or the way they make themselves feel, or the way they make others feel. So they say, I want to change. Well, then these situations show up and they fall right back into these habits. They may even deal pretty well with these situations a time or two, in their new change. But after a certain amount of time, as with everybody, they revert back to their true self. Your true self is the you that is a habitual mechanical you, mechanical behavior you. That means that true you is the you don't have to try to be. It's the you just are. Now, the way you got to that you was you did you did certain things, or you reacted a certain way to situations a number of times until it became mechanical behavior, until it became a habit, because we all know that if you do things enough times, they become habits. So, I had been one of those people too, who wanted to change a little something here, a little something there. Maybe the way I react to things, or maybe the way I treat people. I'm not going to say what it is, because it is mine, and I don't talk about it, I be about it. But I have to talk about it a little bit, because I want you guys to share this journey with me, and to come out on the other side shiny and new. Okay, so what was I talking about here? The true you. So we're creating a new true you. The way we do that is by introducing new habits. So the person you want to be, write down, if you have to, write it down, exactly what you want to change or how you want to better yourself. Make that your habit so it becomes your mechanical behavior, and then is accepted as your true self. Because I'll tell you exactly who holds you back every time you go to do something and it feels uncomfortable to react the way you want to react in that situation, and you fall back on your old behaviors. You know who you blame for that? You don't blame the people around you, you blame yourself. Not current you, because current you is in the state of realization, and when you realize things, you can change things. I'm talking about past you. Past bad habit you, the you that you want to change. It doesn't want to be changed. It's comfortable. So when you go and you react, let's just say you react negatively to every situation, right? Either anger or sadness. And the better you you're trying to create is the you who doesn't get angry over these things. It's the you that stays calm, takes these things in strides, deals with them in a positive or constructive manner, right? So you've realized. That's good, that's step one. So now, when you go to put these things into action, the better you, sometimes it feels like your point's not coming across. Sometimes it feels like you're not getting it all out, or they're not taking you how you want to be taken, or that it just seems easier, more comfortable to fall back in those grooves. It's very uncomfortable to change and to act differently in situations that you've normally acted, completely different to your whole life, negatively. So past you is going to try and drag you back, because it's very uncomfortable to change, but it's very rewarding to change. So these situations might show up, and past you is going to be like, this is how we need to treat it, because that's your mechanical behavior. Now you're a machine, and it's just working. You got to stop these gears. You got to get them to turn backwards, because if they're running forward, or if they're running whichever way they're running, and it's in a negative direction, it's time to spin those wheels the other way and get them going in a positive direction. Alright, so everybody, there's no one to blame but yourself. Past you wants to keep you where you're at, because past you is a robot. And it's a robot that you don't want to have to deal with, because it's going to make you stressed out. It's going to make the people around you less happy. And in the end, all around, not a good deal. You already realize you need to change. That's why you're reaching out. That's why you're looking for these videos. That's why it's coming to mind, because like your heart, your mind, everything, your soul, it's ready for the change, the positive reaction to these situations, the constructive way of going about them instead of the destructive way of going about them. So let's make a bullet point, everybody. I have spider webs all over me. Jesus Christ. All right, let's make bullet points, everybody. Bullet point number 1, okay, is you do things enough, it becomes a habit. Those habits becoming mechanical behavior where you don't even think about it no more. Number 2, realization is the first step to change, because you realize that you don't like how things are happening. You don't like the situations and how you deal with them and how you make other people feel and how you make yourself feel. Remember that, because past you is going to want to make it very easy for you to go back into your mechanical behavior. We're trying to create new mechanical behavior where it's just nothing but unthought out, constructive thought and positive thinking. And that's good, because the mechanical behavior we've created is one that resorts to anger, violence, and sadness. Okay, so that was the second bullet point. Third bullet point is you know it's not everybody else around you. You know it's past you now. And realizing is the first step to change. So now we come to number 4. Just do it. There's no wrong time. You may feel yourself might make you feel uncomfortable to react into these situations in a better manner. But you got to push forward, because after a while, that you that's looking at you and judging you and saying this feels comfortable, this doesn't, is going to be the new you, the constructive you, the positive you that you created. The new mechanical you that does nothing but positive things subconsciously all the time. That's what I got for you. Take those bullet points down and work on it, guys. We have the rest of our life. We don't need to make excuses. It's not the situation, it's not nothing. Guys, I've been homeless. I kept my good attitude and my positive thinking. I shared those thoughts and changed the perception of my family as well, so that they saw what was coming in the future, and they saw the path that we were in. And even if they couldn't see the path, they didn't have to worry about why. All they needed to do was to know that we're going to get there, know they want to be there, and then everything else was just positive thinking and an unending courage to face yourself when you feel like discouraging yourself, or when your thought process gets away and you start thinking all the bad things. All you got to do is replace that with good things. For every bad thing, there's a good thing. For every good thing, there's a bad thing. So, guys, when the bad things start rolling in, just replace it with good things. Don't replace it with more bad things, and don't overthink those bad things. Just let it go, like meditation. It just comes, it goes, let it go, and then hang on to the positive, and take the positive and work that into the situation so that you can get by something without, number 1, being completely stressed out, completely stressing out others, or it could get worse, violence, sadness, depression. It's the stuff we're trying to avoid over here. All right, so you got the bullet points. I'm not going to go through them again, because everything that I say is right out of my heart. It's not, I haven't been thinking about it, although the thoughts have processed through my mind. I haven't been dwelling on it. I haven't been writing it down. All this is fresh. So when I give you bullet points, they seem a little random, or if I don't complete all the way through and then I get off topic and I come back to it, just know this is all from a real person. I haven't written this down. This is from my heart, and it just fills up so much. I have to make these videos to tell you, because one day when I'm in the spot that I actually want to be in, and I already feel grateful for being there, but I know that there's a journey to be made still. When I get there, I want everybody else to go there too. I want everybody else to be there too. And if you haven't come with me on this journey, it's okay, because you'll see my videos later on. You'll see the progression in my life. You'll see that I'm continuously making these videos because I want to help you. I want you to get up too if you're down. And if you're where I am, where you've just gotten up and you're standing on wobbly legs and you're moving forward, I want to make sure those legs are strong and that you keep moving forward and you reach your destination. The only way to do that is by a perception recharge. So way we perceive things can get mucked up sometimes. They can get tainted with the thoughts and opinions and the emotions of others. And we have to sit down sometimes and rethink everything back out again. And that's why it's good to make these bullet points and to even write down just about everything, because when you review it, you might not say the same thing in your head twice, but the first thing you said in your head might have been something that just totally just clicked. So write everything down, because you might not always remember it. And if you do remember it, that is great. That's amazing. That's what I'd like to do, but it's a mix. Sometimes I write things down because I know like 5 years from now I might not say it the same. But now I don't need to write things down. I'm saying it to you. So my heart fills up. When my mind just explodes, I'm going to be making these videos. You guys are going to be able to make bullet points and take cue and know that somebody else has been through it too. And I have been all the way down. I came from a life where people said I was borderline sheltered because, we were struggling too. My parents, they focused all their money, time, effort, and love onto us kids, so we never felt the brunt of all that. But they'd say, John, how can you talk about heartbreak when you haven't had heartbreak? John, how can you talk about being in a bad spot when you've always had everything you wanted? Well, one day everything got taken away. My mom passed away. I lost my job, my house, my car. I hit rock bottom. I wasn't an alcoholic. I wasn't a drug user. I didn't abuse anything. I'm just a normal, positive guy. Matter of fact, I was a motivational speaker. I was a area floor manager, and I ran a team. We did sales. Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. But things that are perfect sometimes can have a hole, a crack in the dam that you can't even see. Like for me, it was that the company I was with, they didn't pay their taxes, and so they couldn't keep their business over here. They went over there, we fired our people. We were fired by an area manager, and then the area manager was fired. So that's all I got to say. My boss is here, and I've got to go. That's the end of my shift. Remember, everybody, we're in this together. And there's only one way out, and that's straight up the top or straight forward through the fire. Talk to y'all later, everybody.